Hey ho, superhumans, Lori here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm excited to talk about our meditation practices. Are they freeing us or trapping us? I know, ouch! But isn't it worth having a look and exploring just to see what we might discover? Hey, if you're new at this channel and you're enjoying these videos and getting value, please subscribe and click the bell so you can be notified of videos right away. And do check out our free events down below in the comments so that we can do some work together and see if it's of value to you. Here on the channel, our whole goal is to guide you in rediscovering your truth, your aliveness, and your freedom within. Not too long ago, I did a video on self-regulation based on this curve up here. It's based on the polyvagal theory by Dr. Porges, and it was adapted by the founder of TRE, David Berceli. What it does is it gives us a beautiful snapshot of our nervous systems and three main categories that we might be in. So we're going to look at our meditation practice today, and we're going to look at where are we coming from when we're meditating. We can do this with anything in life in terms of where we're coming from on that curve. So if we look at red zone on that curve, it's more of a level of activation. I have to, I must, it's a pushing, it's out of survival. Our nervous system takes us out of the green grounded zone into the red zone when it detects either our ego identity, this jacket that we wear, or our physical body to be threatened. Or it might decide that instead of pushing and really forcing to protect, it might put us up in the blue zone, which is more of a disconnection, which dumps in a different kind of chemical that makes us feel really good, maybe a bit dreamy, but not so present, focused, alert, and present and here. So first of all, let's look at the word meditating and the concept. Already, probably you have a definition of what meditation means. So let's use the term meditation as just stillness, like sitting in our neutral place or sitting in neutral. You know, if you're driving a car, if you think about in life, we're always in gear, we're always going somewhere, trying to get somewhere, trying to get away from something. And it's always next, versus just being in a neutral hum of a place. Questions that we can ask ourselves when we are doing this stillness practice, this practice of being in our neutral selves without everything that goes on in our worlds. We can ask ourselves questions like, do I feel tight and tense, or do I feel more open and relaxed? Do I feel like I'm pushing, struggling to stay still, to go to a certain place, or whatever it is that I might be trying to do? Or am I just sitting passively and allowing whatever is there to be there? Am I trying to stop thoughts, stop sensations? Or am I just allowing things to be here just as they are without it letting it affect me, without letting it affect my neutral zone? Am I expecting something to happen? Do I have an idea that it's not a useful meditation unless this happens during my meditation? And so I'm constantly trying to reach this place rather than just allow myself to relax and be in neutral and really just be clear and free. In my meditation or my stillness practice, is it whenever I feel like I've left here and I've gone somewhere to another realm or another space? Do I have to go somewhere in order to feel like I have a good meditation or stillness practice? So these are all questions that we can ask ourselves, and they all reflect where we're meditating from within our nervous system. Whenever we're in the green zone, grounded, it means we're connected to our higher self, we're connected to the ground, we're just connected and here, relaxed, not needing anything to be a certain way, allowing noise and spaces and movement and whatever needs to come that is natural to happen. We can look at our own defense mechanisms, patterns, and limiting beliefs that we have from higher up on this curve. and see if we've actually taken them and applied them to our stillness practice, our meditation practice. If that is indeed the case, and we start to drop down out of that and truly be in a neutral place, pretty much guaranteed that you're going to have much greater results and connection with yourself in your stillness practice and in life. So an example might be, for me, one of my defense mechanisms and limiting patterns is perfectionism, trying to do something so perfect and hating the transition between not being so good at something new to really being comfortable with it. So if I bring that behavior to my meditation practice, then I'm not going to benefit from that practice as much as I would if I just allowed myself to be whatever I am in that time and just be with it. If I am someone that wants to do things right, if I'm someone that has to prove something to myself, then if I bring that to my meditation practice, again, I am not allowing myself just to relax within myself and experience my true self. A regulated TRE practice and grounding practice, if you don't know what those are yet, be sure to check out our other videos. Really great practices like this can really help our meditation, our stillness practices. Because rather than sit with a really busy mind and try to quieten it down, we actually are already naturally quietening it down in movement through TRE and through grounding exercises. The grounding practice helps us recognize the indicators, the physical indicators, the emotional indicators, the mental indicators that tell us that we're high on that curve, so that while we're meditating, we notice them more easily and we know more how to just come back down into our neutral place when we recognize that we are maybe up this curve. I remember my friend here in Thailand telling me that the first time he ever went to a temple to learn how to meditate, the first time he closed his eyes and did this, he had this really amazing experience that only he could describe in the way that he experienced it. Of course, what do you think he expected every single time after that, each time he meditated, would be to have this exact experience, or it was just not that useful, or it wasn't a good meditation. He actually stopped meditating after a while because he got discouraged, until he realized that, wow, meditation doesn't necessarily have to be that, and that he wasn't enjoying meditation at all because he had an expectation of what was supposed to happen while he was meditating. He later started to realize how much, okay, maybe nothing that amazing, what he called amazing, happened in his meditation. However, his days, his life, his feeling within himself was so much better as a result of taking the time to do a stillness practice or a meditation practice. Here in Chiang Mai, I actually live right next to a woman's prison here, and I hear the loudspeaker in the mornings and I hear music on the weekends. And whenever I was hearing that in the beginning when I first moved here, I really used to feel hurt. I really used to feel in my heart, I used to feel them, I used to feel for them in my heart and wondered what it must be like. And then I had to start reminding myself that sometimes people in prison actually can have more freedom than we can outside of prison. It's all really a matter of, are we trapped within these patterns, or are we allowing ourselves to drop out? If we're allowing ourselves to drop down and out of these patterns, these holding patterns that are supposed to keep us safe, although it's really just a false safety, then we're not free at all, even though we're not behind bars. So there's something really for us to feel into, so that we can really see if we can do our meditation practices and anything we do in life from more of a grounded place, a safer place of actually disconnecting and dropping out of these defense mechanisms, these limiting behaviors and beliefs. So trusting you've heard some things here that were useful, that you really heard from within, that are going to have some kind of shift and opening perhaps in your life right now, as well as whenever you're sitting in stillness in your meditation practice, exploring how you might be able to be the most connected with yourself, relaxed within yourself, just in neutral gear, allowing things to be, to truly create that separation between who you truly are, your true self, and this massive jacket of conditioning that we get to live, but that can get a bit cumbersome if we don't have enough separation there, enough of an observer's view of it. So thanks loads for being here with me today. I really appreciated getting to share this. I'd love to hear in the comments below maybe something that you would like to add about your experiences or questions that you have or anything at all. So do take a moment to subscribe and click the bell below if you feel you've gotten value from this video, and do join us in our next free events so that we can ground and share and shake together. Thanks again for being here. Sawadee ka from Chiang Mai. Have a fabulous day and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.